and welcome back to Chatting with Olajumoke. And I'm excited. We have a guest with us. Hello, Mrs. Ruben. All right, so remember, Chatting with Olajumoke is a place where we talk about all things better living. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. It doesn't bite, just press it. Okay, so on this episode, please let me ask my co-host, how are you doing that today?
I'm fine, thank you.
How are you doing?
Yes,
Sorry, because I've seen this is real.
Oh my.
Then I don't mess. All right, so on this episode, we are going to be talking about something interesting, and let me just lay a foundation of it, and then we'll now go from there. So this post was a post from, let's give her credit, Tito Idakula. So she says that one of my kids is, I'm just going to paraphrase it, it's quite long, so I'm just going to read a little bit of it so that we can get it. One of my kids is having a birthday party. He's only allowed to invite 7 friends. He had a list of people, including Tyler, not real name. So we sent out messages to some of the friends invited, but hadn't got round to sending out actual invites. So she had sent a mail to some people, and then one of the moms who we sent a message to is a good friend of mine. So she replied to say, "Thanks for the invite, but I just want you to know Tyler is also having the same type of party on the same day, but it's a different time." She sent me a picture of Tyler's invite. I knew my son hadn't been invited to the party and immediately started feeling sad for him. That's the mom. Clearly, Tyler didn't consider him a close enough friend to invite him to his party. To me, it meant we could take Tyler off the guest list, right? I mean, I was happy to save a few pounds. So they live in the UK. I had to tell my son about it, so I said, I hear Tyler is also having the same type of party on the same day, but a different time. I tried to keep my voice neutral and not expose any bias. My son replied me and said, "Oh, I didn't get an invite to that." He seemed a bit disappointed, but not too upset. So I asked the question with an obvious answer in my mind. Do you still want to invite Tyler to your party? Obviously, the answer was going to be no, right? I was wrong. The answer was, of course, I am. I was so confused and maybe a bit ashamed of myself because my son clearly knew something I didn't. So, still trying to stay calm, I asked, "You still want to invite him even though you aren't invited to his?" He had a very interesting expression and said, "Just because he didn't invite me to his party doesn't mean I can't invite him to mine." Wow, wow, wow. Someone is clearly more mature than I am. Because aren't we all about just matching the energy? Aura for aura. And the message went on and on and on and on. And just, I'm going to stop there. So, where do we start from? What came to your mind? Let's start with Mrs. Ruben. What came to your mind when you heard and read, or when I was reading the story?
it's actually a two-way thing to me. I would like we used to call it in secondary school, oppose and then
Against and
against them. First off, some naturally we have friends that are not our friend. We are just being friends with them.
Yes.
A friend that is not your friend, and you are being friends with the person.
Yes.
So we all have people like that in our circle, and you are the one that person is in the receiving side, gaining the energy of the friendship, gaining everything, while you are not in the receiving side. So sometimes friendships are like that. It's no big deal. I am saying on this side, and the other side, aura for aura. Of course, I love that energy that the mother gave. But I mean, children sometimes you don't. They're so innocent.
Yes.
They're so. When you were reading, I was just imagining my children too. Some children are so innocent. You don't bring in your adulthood nonsense into their minds.
Yeah.
Just allow their mind, allow them be the
Yeah,
child they
sure.
want to be. And I'm grateful that the child acted some way, because some children too are young, but they have too much matured minds, and they'll be like, "Oh, mommy, you know what?
We are not
Yes,
inviting
we are not
Tyler.
inviting." Where I have some cousins and siblings that are like that too. So, I mean, such energy to me, I will do back to sender.
Yes.
I will do the same if I was the
As
one.
a
You are not
younger.
inviting me. I would
I
not.
won't invite
I won't
you.
invite you. So stay yours. I'll stay my lane. But children,
Okay.
we don't have
Auntie
to
D,
put in too much.
Auntie
And
D, what
like
was
she
going on in your
said,
mind?
in situations like that, you just let the child be. Oh, you want to invite, okay, and you try as much as possible to take it off your mind. Because children, I like that kind of a child. He's free-minded.
Free-minded.
He
Yes.
already knows, like he said, oh, I might be Tyler's friend, and Tyler feels I am not his friend.
So innocent.
I'm okay with that. We are fine. And that is it.
That's a
That's
lot.
very nice.
That's very
That's
mature of
very
him.
nice.
You
Okay,
see, when you were reading the story, I pictured my son.
Mm-hmm.
My son will always act mature. He
Mm.
will tell you, it's okay,
It's fine.
I'm good. When
It's
he wanted to do his
innocent.
birthday, as of certain people he invited, and they didn't show. So I was like, and you call these people your friend? Oh. He said, maybe they are busy. Maybe their mom does not have time. It's okay.
Mm.
So in my own mind, I was like, Shele, get out. But there is a clause there. I saw the maturity in him.
Yes.
He did not see it as a crime.
Yes.
They are not coming, and it's okay. By
It's
now.
not maturity to me. It's just innocent.
Innocent, yes,
Just
the
so-
innocent.
They are just so innocent, and you begin to wonder, God, give me this kind of mind,
Honestly,
oh,
because
you know.
for me, it is back to back.
Mm.
So why is
You
you give
that-
it to me? I give it to you.
Yes.
So why is it that children exhibit more emotional maturity than we adults?
They're innocent.
Why?
Because
We are
they're
supposed to be. We are supposed to have seen life. We are supposed to have experienced life. We are supposed. They are supposed to learn from us. Somebody was telling me that. So she does pick up for some number of children, and so she was telling me that every time she's driving, she hears them speak, and she just learns from them on a daily basis, on the regular things that happen in school. And all that. We are supposed. They are supposed to be learning from us. Why is it that sometimes it's the other way around? We have so much baggage that we have carried with us.
Exactly, we have baggage, we have different.
They are not. To me, they are not even experienced.
They are not experienced.
That's why.
Exactly.
That's why.
If they are not experienced, even
They
the
don't
Bible talks about their innocence.
Exactly.
They are not experienced. If they are experienced, if they've seen what we have
What we
seen,
have seen, yeah.
if they've been heartbroken, beaten,
battered.
They will act
gone
us.
through, they would
Yeah.
act like
No,
us.
but
So.
no, but the truth is that we have adults too that are like that. They actually don't see.
Any big deal in some.
There are some adults you deal with, and you're like,
You feel
you want
guilty.
to check
You
their
have
back.
this
Do you
guilt.
have
Are you
angel
sure
wings?
this
is-
Are you sure you are human?
But it's not common.
No, it's not. But there are some adults that are just like that. I think it's because over time we have learned to build barriers. We just start pulling up those walls. This person did something, pull up the wall. That person did, and before you know what is happening, we are in our own very choky space with our own ideas and ways of thinking because life has happened to us.
So what I could see in that boy is that, okay, so I was talking to some of my mentees, I think last week or the
Yes,
other
his
one.
parents say something.
Okay.
His parents are very good people.
He was well trained.
Yes, because they've allowed him to just be a child. For some parents, they've already taught their children, if this person does this, you
Do this, fire for fire.
You do double.
Yes.
Before that thing, I think on one of our episodes we're talking about when they beat you outside, they'll say,
Yes.
you came home, you are crying. Go back and beat your own wife.
You understand?
Yeah,
His parents are
That
very
was
good
how
people.
I was brought up.
Oh.
Go and beat your own wife.
No, but
My mom will tell
tell
you,
you.
you are coming back to me to do what? To go and beat that person back. No, you go back there. When the child's mom comes back to them, both of us adults, we face each other, and
The child,
we
the
face
children.
each other.
I was about training my child like that. I will not lie, because I went to an event that they had in school, And I was waiting to pick him up, and he came with a bruise on his face. I said, ah, what happened? What happened? He was just crying. I said, a female classmate of his tear. I mean, she used her finger to, cut, scratch him, and it was really deep. I didn't know what went into me. I got so upset. I blew up the whole school. I started screaming. And then I said to him, I faced him. I said, listen to me, you boy. The next time anyone tries this with you and you are crying and you didn't beat the head of school, everyone was listening to me. They all sat and they were like, woo, this woman, you never did. We don't even know you had this energy. If you try me next time, if anyone beats you, beat
Come
back,
back.
scatter. When I was driving home, I'm like, okay, you know what? Don't beat.
Don't beat them.
But when I got home, when I told my husband said, beat back. Beat you. If a girl child beat you, a girl, you a man.
That's the angle.
You girl beat you, girl.
No.
But I didn't know while we were sleeping. I had to, I just removed those energy. It was a calm moment for both of us, and I spoke to him calmly. I said, see, listen, I do not want you to do that. Don't beat her. Report her to your teacher or the head of school or anyone. We never had the history of beating back, do we? He said no. So let's not do that. But the father woke up and said,
Don't forget though.
don't forget,
Let our parents come and meet me.
we beat her to the extent that they will know that Ruben Sean the connection is now. So I kept on reminding him that no, we don't do that. We don't do that. And of course, children listen to their mother.
Okay. All right. So, like I was saying earlier, I was saying that I was talking to some of my mentees, and we we're talking about the fact that sometimes kindness, in fact, kindness, you don't have to expect anything in return to be kind.
No.
The person doesn't even have to have done anything for you to be for you to be kind. That is being kind.
Yes.
Right. But these things are they appreciated these days? Because this boy was easy, he has a kind heart.
Yes.
That's why he feels like let's invite him to our party. It doesn't mean these things are they should we raise our children like this? Because there are wolves outside.
Yeah.
There are wolves outside. So should we raise our children this way? Or we should do a bit of daddy and then a bit of you
Mommy.
and combine together?
Combination.
What should we do? Because outside it's already real.
For me,
No.
yes. I think we discussed something not on this program. Discussed that our children, we're teaching them the way of God. But when they go out, they mingle with
Different kinds of
wolves
people.
outside. To me, the only thing we can do is to teach them to be kind,
Yes.
no matter what. Teach them to be kind. The word will adjust. That's the truth. It might be difficult, but the word will adjust to their kindness, to their way of life.
I disagree with you, Mama, because the world will not adjust. The world is dangerous. The world is wicked.
The word is dangerous, the word is wicked. But when we teach our children the way they should go, the people they will meet, the world they are going into is going to be different from that wolves.
I
What
think
they were
I
talking
think
about.
that I think the
Teaching them in the way of the Lord, making them to see that when this person do this thing to you, you don't need to retaliate. You can correct with love. That's the truth. For me,
this is what I think, that when she's saying the world will not adjust, the world is the world.
yes,
bad people
yes, everywhere.
But you can
Accepted.
impact people
Your
by
kindness.
with your kindness. So
Yes.
you do something and they say, okay, this is how you reacted. Somebody can sit and say, I want to be
I
like
want
this,
exactly.
like that. So the world may not adjust, but
Yes.
you can impact that
Yes.
little
The little world
that you are in.
Yes,
You
Your
yes.
space.
Yes.
your space.
That's the space. That's the space. The space they are in. That's what I call the word. Because as long as they are in that space, it's their word. That's what I
To
mean.
me, teaching your children kindness is good. It's fair. It's good to teach children to be kind. It's also good to expose them to some kind of naughtiness, like in quotes, because because they should have the experience of the good and the bad and the ugly,
Yeah.
so that when it comes, they trash it. They need to face it. They need to know that okay, this is the world. There are wicked people out there. There are people you will meet,
Sure,
and yeah,
sure.
yes, they do not need your kindness. They do not deserve your kindness. Some people, be kind to them, of course, if they are kind to you. You can be kind to the people
No,
that are
now
not
But
this
I will
good.
this
not. But
kindness
I
you
would
don't have
say.
to
I would say.
No, I want to
I
say
would say they
something.
should not. They
because
shouldn't be
kindness
kind.
whether their
Wait,
children or
wait,
not,
I
you
would
have to be
rather
kind.
say
Yeah,
they should stand up for themselves.
that's the
Now,
word. Yeah.
That's the word I will use. I won't say they should not be kind
Yeah,
towards them.
because
But
you
you
don't
can
have to
stand
discern
exactly.
it. People don't have to
But you
discern
have
the
to.
kindness.
Yeah,
Yes,
they do
Kindness.
but
not
you
have to
can stand
deserve
up for
kindness to
yourself.
be kind. Yeah.
yeah,
When you get to that position where you need to stand up for yourself, nobody will teach you to say, okay, you need to stand up for yourself. Stand up for yourself, and it starts from home too. It starts from us.
The
And Titi
parents,
wants to say something.
Yes, it starts from us. What we are doing at home matters most. When your child wants to talk to you and you shut the child up, you are teaching the child that you cannot voice out. But as long
voice
as
doesn't matter.
exactly it does not matter. So it's to me the way we teach our children. Me, I personally does not like it because when you shut your child up, it's for the future. But when you allow your child to talk at home, it's for the future as well. So you don't need to say it all the time that do this, do this. It's by when you act the way you want them to
children
go,
watch you.
they will definitely go through
And
that.
Okay,
I
I
would
can
like
agree.
to I would like to say that it is not, for me, it is not about the way the world will react to their kindness. It is, for me, it is about how they will feel about themselves. I am not being kind to you because you
Then what I'll
deserve
get
it.
into the
Yeah.
I am being kind to you because that is my nature.
Nature,
I don't want to go back home and start beating myself up that why did I allow this person's reaction to control my own reaction. It's when like you said, when you allow your children to be kind to those that are kind to them, it means you are allowing other people's reaction control how they behave. Wait, please.
Okay.
Okay, I give you a cup, this cup of I give you this cup, and you're just like, I haven't done it because you deserve it. I have done it because at that point in time I feel you need it. If I look at your reaction, it means if I see her needing it, I won't offer. You understand? I have allowed your own reaction control my own reaction
I
and make
just
me do something out of turn that is not my normal
Out of
basic,
character.
yes, out of character. So that is it for me. It's not more about, for me, I always tell my son, how does it make you feel?
Exactly.
That is the question I'll ask him. And if he's like, I really don't care, then do
What's
it.
my own?
Do it.
That's
But
it.
if he feels like, oh, at that point in time, I may feel as if I am being used, then take a step back.
of course their
You
opinion matters
understand?
most times.
So
This is Rebecca,
how
let's
it
say
makes them
something.
feel is
Yes, their
important.
opinion matters most times, and aside teaching and impacting the children, I sometimes these children have a mind of their own.
They do.
A lot of
Yeah,
time,
yes.
not sometimes, a lot of times they have.
They do.
And then sometimes they have some character traits. Like my son is very emotional. He's kind-hearted, very emotional. He took that from me. I know I'm emotional. I cry about little things, large things. I want to speak out. I am hurt. When I'm hurt, I want to cry and all. But you see my husband training him that you are the first son, you have to be hard. You understand? You are the first. Some like I said, sometimes their character. My daughter is very hard. She's tough. For a female, she's tough. Sometimes I jokingly say, "Hey,
Hey.
her husband is a fire. They should, you know." So I mean, but I mean, so it's not bad to teach them to be kind. I'm not saying I teach
No,
my
I
children to
understand.
be kind. I teach all of them to be kind, but the world is wicked,
Yes.
and I also want to prepare them for the wickedness of the world. So that if they face it, they should face it. I don't want to say, oh, be kind. Yes, be kind to everyone, but when it's tough, be
You
tough.
face it.
But I want to give an example. And you know my son now is calm, unassuming. He's in the hostel, university hostel. someone used his water, and I heard him, he was saying, or he was talking to me on the phone. Next thing I heard was, why did you take my bucket of water? I expect you to fill it back. In my mind, I was like, because normally I wouldn't expect
So
that
true.
tough. He
Mm.
was so firm on the phone.
Maturity just makes
I
them.
was
That is
like,
it.
because
Maturity just makes them. Just takes that
ah,
babyish
the
character
kind
of
of
them.
character I
Just
would,
takes
I
them.
would just
Yeah.
expect him. Okay, if just drop it, I'll go and fetch it. That's what I. But I was like, I expect you
He expect.
fill
Yes, he expects
that
it because
bucket
he's
and put
matured.
it back
That
where
person
I
might
put
have
it.
done it
Severed.
severely, and he was trying to say it.
It's
Enough.
even difficult to
So
fetch water in the outside.
Okay. All right. So yes, we have talked a lot about the kids now.
Yeah.
So let's talk about us generally, about social inclusion, emotional arts, and everything. So how do you handle being left out? Because this child felt left out because she said that he was disappointed when the first reaction was a reaction of disappointment. So he was disappointed, but then he didn't dwell on
On
it,
it.
right? He gave reasons why we shouldn't exclude
Excuses.
him. So sometimes you are left out of some things. You want to be in a particular gathering or you want to be invited to somewhere and you're kind of left out and you're hurt. So how do you handle being left out emotionally? Basically, both us and our children, they are learning from us anyway, and we are learning from them vice
So I
versa.
learned from
Like I said the other time, I'm very emotional. I might not handle being left out properly, but I feel really bad. Sometimes I cry. Sometimes I just
Even in this your adult age.
yes, my adult yes, I do. I mean, it's funny, but I cry. It makes me feel very bad. I begin to ask myself what the problem is. Why would I not be invited to an occasion? What did I do wrong? Have I wronged? I begin to question myself instead of questioning the person,
Yeah.
asking why. I begin to ask myself. It might be from childhood issues. I don't know, but I do not handle it well. I feel bad if there's a function that I need to be invited to. The guy is that boy is the most matured little being I've seen. I would
I
have
tell
broken
you.
down and
Ah,
but I mean his I don't handle it well. I don't know why, but I do not handle it well, sincerely speaking. And sometimes I need the as I begin to call everyone I need to
Oh
call.
my god.
I begin to ask why. I begin to question myself. I begin to get angry. Yes, I do. I don't handle it well. I begin to call my husband. I'm like, would you imagine that they didn't invite us? What did we do? It never happened, but I'm just imagining it happened. That was what I would break down. In fact, I would go as far as asking the person, come, okay, madam, did I do anything wrong? What did I do? It will really
Oh
hurt
my
me.
God.
It will.
Okay, so let's ask. I'm going to say some things, but let's ask D. How would you handle being left out?
I have learned over time that not everybody wants you in their space. So just because I want you in my space does not mean you want me in your space. And for me, I'll go home. Like you said, it could be painful. I would hurt, but I would try and move on from it. And I'll readjust. This is me. Immediately, I'll readjust my friendship thermometer with that person. If I'm all over you, I'll take a step back and just be like, no, so that I won't give more than I expect to
Yes, yeah.
receive from you. And that is it for me. She will call me, I won't call anybody. It is me in my room, and I'll go like, okay, it seems as if we need to readjust this thing. Like he said, like the young man said, his friend, the other young man does not see him as a friend. He's not, so
That thing
we
self is
will
another. That's a topic for another day.
no, we will adjust.
No, but
We will
if I was
adjust.
his mother, I would adjust for him. If he does not learn to adjust, I would do the adjustment for
Yeah,
him.
because sometimes some
I'll
people don't want
reserve
you in their space.
Space, yes. Not everybody
And you can't
wants you.
force
You can.
yourself.
No, you can.
Yeah.
You can. Sometimes,
But
I mean, all the
the
time.
funniest thing,
Like the first thing I said was, you can't. Some people are your friend. You are just being friend with some people.
yes,
They are not
they are
your
not
friend.
friends. But with children like that, it's difficult because it sounds like someone that has a mind of his own.
Himself, yeah.
So in situations like that, you just let him be.
You will learn. Yeah. He will learn from
I have
part of
someone
learning
I
is being
told.
hot. So when he's hot, he will learn from
I
it.
told her, I said,
Well, I'm just going to sit
leave
and
her.
tell the child. I won't poison the child's
You know
mind
the
or say
answer.
anything. I'll just be like,
It does not
they
enter.
didn't invite us to. I'll allow him say his own opinion, but I'll tell him some things that would make him feel like, okay, guy, we are not wanted in this space, obvious. So what you think? I'll let him say what he thinks. What you think about? And when I've said so many things, he himself go reason and say,
They won't listen.
I think they will. Depends on what I say.
What
I will not say. I will not tell him that the mother is bad or the child is bad. But I'll just say a lot of things around it. And he would. I'll just leave him to.
what I for that kind of a child, you let them learn. I learned. My mommy won't go like. My mom is outspoken. My mom is she's outspoken. Sorry, she was outspoken. She was all over and all that. Me, I'm the one that I want to be your friend. You want to be my friend, kind of. So when it happens and I come back home, my mom will just be like, "Okay, so what did you learn?" That is it. She won't tell me. So for children like that, if you don't let him learn, he won't be wise. He will keep thinking, oh, but my mommy said, there are certain experiences our children have to learn.
Yeah.
They have to
On their
learn
own.
their friend hurting them.
Yeah, I agree.
So that when they see the signs, they'll go like, okay, this is what
Next time,
Dami did to me that last time. Oh, let
I'm
me
not gonna
dodge
allow
it for this
anymore.
person. But if
But of
you
course, you still need to tell them.
No, it is we are guys.
Yes, I need to
Yeah.
tell
Like
them
the mother
how.
did here.
Yes,
Like the
then
mother did here, and she was just talking and giving the opinion, and they were. But the truth is, that boy, he will learn.
the hard
He will
way.
learn- Yes. And when he learns, he will be better for it. Because
Than
that
to
that
talk him
that
down.
basis, that basic kindness will still be there, but there will be sense from experience, not from we just talking. From experience.
Okay, that means you have not spoken. How do you handle being left out?
Eh?
What's the air about? You know, okay, let her talk for you. Let her do the talking for you because she already knows what you're going to do.
Cut off.
Yeah.
Yes,
Mr. Abayomi is one that will be in trouble. His ears will fall off.
just like mine.
Then after once Mr. Abayomi hears about it, because that one, you call him home. You don't call him home. It has no effect on him.
But actually, I'll be paying, obviously.
Yeah, of
Yes,
course.
it will be painful.
But I move on so fast. So fast. As long as you did not come, one thing I will use to control myself is I'm not needed. I'm not important to you. So why will I give myself a headache? The person that will not even invite, I will not be crying on her behalf or on his behalf. So the best thing for me is to do what? Move on. But I will fight that person.
Everybody,
No,
yeah,
that's
everybody would move on. I will
move
not
on.
fight
I
the
will-
person, but I would say it. I'm very vocal.
My
If you
own
want
is
me,
that-
I like to tell you.
What did I do for
Yeah,
you that I
thank you.
Me, I will
Come.
fought though. I will
What's
tell
the
that
problem?
person.
Exactly.
Why will you do
Why
this?
did I leave your list? I'll just say jokingly, and I'll want to hear.
But it now depends
Yes.
anyway.
But you know that there are some people that actually forget.
It depends.
Yeah,
That's what I
that's
want.
why. That's
If
why
you don't have a conversation, you will not
you
know.
would not know.
No.
It
You would not
depends
know.
how close we are. There's some people now.
It never,
they
like
will-
I said,
they
it
will
never
not
happened
invite
to me.
I'll feel odd. There's some
But
people
I
that
just
they
think
won't
if it
invite me.
happens, I just put my head in that imagination that if it happens,
See,
these are things
there are some people that
They
won't
won't
invite
they
you
won't
that you don't
invite
care.
me. I won't
Because you don't have
yes,
that
I don't care.
relationship.
But there are some people
People,
too. We are not
yeah.
that close that they won't invite me. I will feel pain, but not as much as I will feel when someone who is close to me and eventually the most painful aspect of it is now social media now seeing it on different things. Oh my god.
Then people start calling,
Really
hello,
happens.
how far? We didn't see you.
Easy.
And some people, that is what they live for.
Exactly.
As in,
They live for that drama. Hello,
Like
we did
people
not
are always
see
from
you.
one status to
And
another,
Another.
looking for loopholes and all of that.
While we're talking, just flashed in my head. It happened to me. Yes, it did.
Someone
Recently,
that you were left out.
I was left out.
Hmm.
I was left out.
Did you talk about it?
I didn't. I blocked the person.
You did it.
Yes,
Sharp, sharp.
one. I blocked the lady because she invited us to a party before the other party, the party that was left out. She invited us to a party, and if you know me, my Yoruba is not too ahead. So while there was a dispute between all of us, that the guests. So when she invited us to the party, it was a little here and there, and I was trying to settle the issue. So I said one statement in Yoruba that it was a burial party actually. So I said one statement in your brother, don't worry that let's settle this issue. We still have more parties to attend. Our parents will still grow old and die. And in Yoruba, that our parents will still grow old and die. So we still have more burials. We still have more. I didn't know that was offensive. I didn't know that statement was
How will you say my daddy would die?
okay. No,
That's
she
why
didn't.
she didn't.
So it was her mother's
Very.
no, her mother's birthday.
Ah.
And then what she did, she first of all blocked me from viewing her status, so I would not know it's her mother's birthday. So I got back from work. I was just relaxing. Of course, part of my leisure is watching statuses and enjoying myself. So I just started watching the status, and I saw someone that looks like her. I barely recognize her mother. I don't know how her mother looks like. So I was seeing it on other people's status, wishing the mother happy birthday. So I said, "Oh, okay." So I mean, among this clique of friends, I'm one person that is known to put everyone together. If there's a party, if there's something they know Mrs. Ruben would push for everybody to go. You know, I'm just the person that I have so much energy. They know me. So everybody started calling me, Mrs. Ruben, how are we going to go? It was a trip very far from Akure. So how are we going to go on this trip? And I said, which trip, I beg? So I pretended like I didn't know it was. I said, which trip? What trip is that? I said, didn't they invite you? I said, I invite me. Oh, they invited me. I didn't. They invited me. You mean? So person said, yeah, I
She
was
just
invited.
covered up at that moment.
I was hurt. I was boiling. So I mean, the lady now said, okay, let's start planning. I said, okay, it's fine, we'll start planning. So I hung up. I kept watching people's statuses. It was a big party, and this lady muted me. I didn't know what I did. I was still thinking, what's the problem? Once my head was spinning, I was thinking, you know, when you don't know what you
Yes,
did. And
yes.
I kept on. So they got back, they went to the party, they said, Miss Ruben, you didn't come. Everybody was calling. My other friends were calling, how are we going to move? Should we go with your car? I said, okay. And you guys should go. I don't think I can go. That was the lies I gave them. I don't think I can go. I'm not too fine. They said, is it that issue that happened the other time? I said, no, we've gone past it now. Let's just move on. This lady did not invite. She mutually from Sister Status. They got back from the party, and I don't want to bore you all with details. They got back from the party, and then I was speaking to one of them because I was so hot. I called one of her besties. What is the problem? She didn't invite me. I told her. This lady did not invite me to this party. I'm so hot. Said that she had that I said that our older ones are going to die. I said, oh, is that it? I was just trying to settle the issue that we have so much to do together. We should not. I said, Miss Ruben, this is your Yoruba, eh? I said, okay, we all know my Yoruba is bad, but you know that I will never wish your mother dead. But now the narrative is Mrs. Ruben wished her mother dead. That alone broke me. I cried. I was, why would I wish someone's mother?
It could be painful.
It broke me for months. Months. It broke me. They finished the party, it was quite elaborate. I didn't even watch anybody's status anymore. I was hurt. I just kept my cool. Trust me, I told my husband, added fire! Oh! You see, women! Women, any gathering of women are gathering of witches. I told you, be on your lane, you will know you'll be looking for friends. And when she got back, months after, she came, she wanted us to talk, she wanted us to actually apologize that she hurt me. And I told her, there's no space for you anymore.
That is it.
I'm sorry.
That is it.
you are forgotten. You are not dead but forgotten.
That is it.
You see this person regularly.
I see this person regularly to the extent that I see her every day.
So how do you handle the, because you have to see every day? How do you handle that?
Because I told her that if I go through the right, please go through the left because I'm hurt. She said she's done with her hurt, and then she wants to come to me. I'm not done with mine. Mine will take 200 million years.
Yes.
I've forgiven you. I'm not a witch. I've forgiven you, but I don't think I can leave my head. One, you defamed me. You told the whole world that I wished your mother dead. That's the worst I've heard. So we will never be
That's
friends
not fair.
anymore. I'm so sorry. She said, she didn't mean it that way. But you did it. You didn't mean it, but you did it. It was so
You
obvious.
said it.
So please leave my space. And she begged and begged. In fact, she sent millions of voice notes, but I was not invited to that party. You defended my reputation. Good day. She begged though. She said all lots. She begged and begged.
And
But
now you
Have you
never-
forgive.
forgiven?
beyond
Have you
the party.
forgiven her?
it was beyond. Yeah,
the
I have
what
truly
she had
forgiven
said.
Because
her.
there are two things. One thing is, forgiveness is, and I'm not preaching, but if you remember the situation and you're still feeling bad, you're not actually forgiving that person.
The truth is that if you call it not forgive, I do not. At this stage, I do not care. I don't. Yes, at this stage, if people say I'm not forgiving her, because we don't have enough time to explain what this lady has done to me. Like I said, she's very emotional. Every statement I say, she picks. Everything I do, she picks.
That's tough.
It's not like the devil
So-
that's there. I mean, the devil that the devil sends to me to come and pick every word I say. So I don't want to be around. I don't want to ever be around a circle. In fact, I told my other friends that if there's a party and you're inviting her, I'm sorry, I'm not going to go. I've forgiven her, yes, because I don't know when I'll say a thing at the party, she'll not
And
know.
then
she
you
don't
now
be
hold
again.
on to it.
So please,
Sometimes you need the boundaries.
Honestly.
You need the boundaries.
yes. So we see every day. In fact, our kids are. I have two of our kids are in the same, almost the same class. The same class. My first son is in the same class with her second daughter. My last baby is in the same class with her last.
So you
So
see
we have.
regularly.
In fact, we are going to see today, but we will. If she says good morning, I will pass. I forgive, but I
Why not?
don't
Why
wanna
not?
start-
Why not? Why not? Why
Alright, we'll talk. We'll see. We'll continue this.
I do not want to-
Yes, exactly.
Yes,
Please,
yes,
we'll continue
yes.
this behind the scenes. But basically, people don't handle being left out
No.
well.
Yeah.
Yes, and
Yeah.
as we're talking about, because a lot of times when we're talking about being left out, we talk about it from the angle of we being at the receiving
Yes.
end. We should also think about people that we also leave
Leave
out.
out.
Yes. Yes.
Excuse me. So sometimes it's important that you don't want to be like this to other people. Don't do it to other people as well.
But
As
please,
much
may I
as
say
you
there
can.
are times when you can't avoid it. You always leave someone out.
Yeah,
But there
sure,
always
sure.
be someone
Yes.
that seems to feel you people are closer than you. You actually are.
Of course, yes.
So
yes, I
we
get
will-
it.
And sometimes the economy will not even allow you to invite the whole
All
world to
people,
your
exactly. Because see now
you
they
have
have 7
space
people.
for
They wanted just 7 people.
Mhm.
So the mom was even excited that okay, 1 person less. Or just 6 people. So sometimes the economy will not
Yeah.
allow.
You know, the excitement was different.
security
Yes,
and a whole lot
yes.
of things. A whole
But
lot
the
of
boy
things.
has-
In fact, the parties they do
No.
these days it's strictly by invitation. If you're not invited,
Yeah.
the bouncer will bounce you. Just imagine that you came to the party and someone says, "Get out! How will
Yes.
you feel?" So
There are so many
It's
things
a
to
whole
say. I
lot,
had
yes.
some other things to say too, but we have run out of time basically. But then I think we can just summarize this by learning from children. They have
So
an
much.
innocent heart.
very innocent.
They don't really, because they've not seen life, they've not
Yeah.
experienced life so much. So they have the way their perspective to life is different from the way we see. And then sometimes we just impose our own this thing on them. So as much as we are learning from each other, like I said earlier, we are learning from them, they are learning from us basically. I think that we have done justice to this topic. I have so many things to say, but
So many.
oh my
many
god,
to
but
say.
then let's leave it like that. So let's know what you think in the comment section. Thank you for watching this episode. Thank you, Mrs. Ruben,
Thank
for coming.
Thank you,
I hope you
appreciate
learned
it.
one or two
Thank you.
things as much as we did. We'll see you again next time. Don't forget to keep keeping it real. Bye.